Hi guys, welcome to Rossi audio video. Um, I was supposed to make one yesterday, but I had my surgery yesterday, so I had to postpone it until today. I was thinking that early surgery, daycare surgery, or like a date thing, in out done. But I was kind of drugged out for the rest of the day yesterday, so that wouldn't have been a good video at all. I did not feel good um, at all. I felt like I was drunk, hungover. I was propped up on pain medication. I should have probably taken some today because it still hurts, but I had to drive over to the store to meet someone that is coming to pick up the Vandersteens that I sold. So I just have to tough it out and deal with it. But we're gonna talk about guitars today. We're gonna talk about Schecter guitars and why Rossi Audio became a Schecter guitar dealer. Um, right here now we have three guitars in the display. More is coming. We also have Fox Gear pedals and amp pedals from the same company, because Schecter is the one who are the distributor for Fox Gear. So we get Fox Gear and Schecter hand in hand. So we have you can see, well, maybe you can see it right there. You can see this glass cabinet here. On top here we have some Fox Gear pedals. We have the Cream, we have the Futura, we have the Sinister, and we have the Colt 45, and we have the Powerhouse 3000 in stock right now. We'll get back to Fox Gear in a separate video. Right now we are going to talk about Schecter guitars. The ones that we have in display and demo right now is the more affordable line. We are located in a city where people kind of like the more affordable stuff. Of course, I'm sure there's customers out there who would like to buy a Schecter guitar in the $1,000 range, $1,500 range, or even $2,000 range, or maybe even custom made $3,000 range. But all these three guitars are roughly between $500 and $699. And we can start off with this one, which is the Demon S2 matte black. Really nice guitar. Nice weight on it, not too heavy, not too flimsy light. The finish on Schecter guitars has always impressed me. They always come with a nice finish. Not, I, I haven't seen many Schecter guitars with blemishes on them, or any wrong things from the factory. They come out of the box, they're ready to set up, they're ready to play. Maybe a little fine tuning due to shipping or storage, but they're normally just ready to play right out of the box. I have owned Schecter guitars on my private front for many years. I've always been intrigued by the brand. I always liked the design, and combine the price ranges they have with the design and the quality, and especially the build quality and the finish quality. It is a good choice for most people. I feel that Schecter maybe approaches certain players more than others, especially the ones that I have here. I feel that Schecter is kind of like the hard rock and heavy metal guys brand number one. You can say what you want about Gibson and Fender and Dean and Kramer and Jackson and all these other brands, BC Rich and Warlock and all that, Washburn. I feel that Schecter is really targeting hard rock and heavy metal players. And another thing that I like really well with Schecter is their neck. Their necks are really good, and they have paid a lot of attention to the fretboard and the neck. I don't have big hands or long fingers, but I can easily play on this neck and this fretboard. I have no problem whatsoever. And like I said, my fingers are not that long or my hands are not that big. So many guitars that I have tried earlier and tried to get a good feel with haven't like really make me feel good about it. It's been kind of like awkward. I haven't felt like the neck or the fretboard has suited me. So if you are in a position like me, you should really check out Schecter guitars. Like I said, this is the Demon S2. Really, really nice. I like the design on this one. And another thing is, Schecter are really good on building pickups, and they have some really good pickups. And they have a huge line of pickups, and so you will never run into any problems there. You can get the pickup you want. Most Schecter guitars comes with, from the factory, the Authorize strings, but you can, if you want to fit some Ernie Ball strings on these guitars, go ahead, no problem. Because a lot of people like the Ernie Ball stuff more, and that's why I'm a dealer for Ernie Ball. Let's move on to the one that is maybe less geared towards hard rock and heavy metal in the affordable range, which is the C6 Plus. This is the Sunburst version, and it has like a reddish wood color on the back, and that floats into the sides and onto the front where it meets the Sunburst finish. Once again, really nice neck. I like the feel of these necks. Once again, the finish on this guitar is absolutely beautiful. No blemishes. I took it out of the box, put it up in display. There's nothing that I can put my finger on, and that's typical for Schecter. Really, really typical for Schecter. Once again, they have their own pickups, and I like this guitar. This is in the Diamond series as well, and the ones that I have that I own on my private end at home is also Diamond series. And I always like their red stuff and their purple and blue stuff, but I fell for this when I saw it. I fell for this Sunburst edition, and this is maybe more like a typical typical look or a normal look. And this is of course a guitar that also is kind of like maybe intriguing for many hard rock and metal players. But I also feel that this can be used for like if you play blues or regular rock, soft rock, maybe even a jazz player. I feel this guitar can fit a lot of people. But once again, it also can be a guitar that I see a lot of metal people can use. Maybe not the number one model or the first choice. I feel that maybe the next one would be a more suitable choice for that. Here we have the C6 Deluxe Floyd Rose. A little bit heavier than the other two. Has the matte black again. I really like this one. And this one is also Diamond series. Once again, really nice neck. Really nice neck. And they are really done really good with the frets. No frets are sticking out or sharp or in any way hindering you from playing. Once again, comes with the sticker saying set up to play. All Schecters come that way, and I haven't found one Schecter yet from a box that has needed any major setup. Maybe some fine tuning, but that's about it. But they're pretty good in tune. I haven't connected the whammy bar yet, but it goes in there. The whammy bar is still in the box because I just finished up this display. And even in a matte black like this, I love it. I mean, I ordered 2 matte blacks, I know, and a Sunburst, but there was something about these matte black guitars, let me put it like this, that I really loved, and I like the style and the look of them. They make them look aggressive. I once again, Schecter pickups. I like the finish on the matte black. Matte black, you might say, well, it's easy to paint something matte black because you don't have to worry about the gloss, or because glossy things can show um, small divots and nicks and stuff like that. Matte black is not easy to get good and even and look good. Matte black can, in many cases, reveal imperfections just as well as any gloss finish. There is just something about the whole design, the finish, the build quality that has always drawn me personally towards Schecter. And being a metalhead as I am, and a hard rock guy, some of the other guitars that I have looked at, it looks kind of like a little bit tame. They look a little bit a little bit too bland. So I wanted something that looked good, looked aggressive, and stood out from the crowd. And Schecter is one of them because they have their own design on the headstock. They don't copy anyone like that, and they really put a lot of attention into small, fine details, like black chrome, adjustable knobs. Many companies would just put on regular chrome. Black chrome, I mean, it looks good, and it's on the black matte guitars. You have black chrome, and on the Sunburst you have the regular chrome, the chrome knobs. So the strings are okay. Comes with what I would say good strings. Of course, people prefer their own set of strings. There's many strings to choose from, gauge thickness and stuff like that, and most people have their own little favorite thing going on. So why did we choose Schecter? Well, I mentioned a few things, but also compared to other brands. I'm going to say this, I'm working on maybe getting another brand in here. So Schecter will, for now, be the only one, but we will be getting our hands on another brand as well. We're talking to the supplier and the manufacturer, but we wanted Schecter, and just because the looks, of course, the design, the finish, the build quality, but also based on terms, because as a small-time dealer, small store, brick and mortar store, I am not a big chain or a multi-dollar, $1 million sales every year. So I'm a small dealer, and I need to work with a company or companies who respect and accept small companies and small dealers. Schecter is absolutely fantastic in that area. Their customer support is, to the dealers, I can just speak from, is fantastic. I have talked to a lot of customers and a lot of guitar players who play Schecter. They said, I changed from another brand to Schecter just because of quality, finish, and customer service. So they have a good reputation on that. That's top notch, and that's something we look for. Terms, like I said, when I set up a dealership with Schecter, there was not like you have to buy for minimum 10, 15, 20, 25, $50,000. And trust me, there's some companies out there who demands way too much from dealers. And only the big box stores like Guitar Center and Sam Ash, and I don't know if Norman Rare Guitars ever sell new stuff, but those are the guys who can afford to meet terms like some of these big companies out there have. And some of them are just outrageous. And the quality is not even as good as Schecter. So we chose Schecter because of many things. One side is on the backhand, you know, between the dealer and the company Schecter, and of course how the company acts towards their users, customers, but also what do the product look like, how is the build quality, how is the design, you know, how do they pay attention to finish, stuff like that. So it was easy for me to go with Schecter over Fender, Gibson, Dean, Jackson, Washburn, and all the other ones, because I felt that I was taking best care of, and the best communication I had with any company was Schecter. Now, like I said, there's another company that we're working with, and I'm very impressed with them as well. And we know that their guitars are super hyper duper good. So I'm working towards maybe setting up a dealership with them as well. I can say that, I can say who it is. I'm working on maybe getting Music Man guitars in here, since I already have Ernie Ball products in my store and as a dealer for them. But that's a little bit further down the pipeline. For now, we're focusing on Schecter, and we're focusing on Fox gear. Let me take out the Sinister here just to show you the box. I don't want to open this box, not yet. I'm gonna have one of these in demo, so with time I'm gonna open one. But this is the Fox gear, Sinister. There. And then of course we have, and like I said, these all come from the same distribution company at Schecter. So, and this is the Futura. And the one that I really like, I have a cream here, and I have a power supply, well, Powerhouse 3000. But the one that I really like is, and I'm going to do a lot of videos for this one, and a lot of testing and stuff, is the Colt 45. This is not a pedal per se. This is an amplifier of the size of a pedal. So it's kind of like a pedal amplifier. 45 watts. And I don't know if you can see it, but it says there. Backwards. 45 watt RMS guitar amplifier. So that's a tiny little amplifier. And what you do is you hook it up, you hook a guitar into it, and you hook this one up to a passive speaker or a passive cabinet with either one or two woofers or drivers in it. 45 watts. It's kind of high for that little box. So you can, I guess you can drive a fair bit of a big size speaker. So if you come into our store and you want to buy a new guitar right now, you will be offered Schecter guitars. We sell all models that Schecter have, but what I'm working on right now is a computer system that will be over here in this, on this wall here. So the models that we don't have in stock, you can go into the computer that we have. You can see all models with all types of designs and all type of finishes that they come with, because a lot of the guitars have like 3 or 4 different finish colors and stuff like that. So you can use the computer here and say, hey, this is the one I have. If you want to test these, and then say, hey, what else do you have? Well, and you can go into our database here and look at pictures, specs, all kinds of stuff, and of course see what type of finish can I get on that guitar. Can I get it left-handed, right-handed, all kinds of stuff. And we could work with you and make an order from that computer system. And if you want custom made from Schecter and their custom department, that's possible too. Beside Schecter, we also have used guitars and basses. I can show you one just for fun that we have here. This is a Squire P-Bass Affinity series. Really nice. Ivory white colored 4-string. We also have over here a Peavey. Nice little old Peavey. I think it was a 93. I looked it up, but I don't remember. Black one. See the sticker on it. And I noticed that the Peaveys are not too bad, but the neck is a little bit wider or thicker. I can't. It's comfortable for me as well, but it's a little bit different from the Schecter guitar. These old Peaveys are really popular. This one I need to replace this one, or I'm just gonna sell it like it is. It has a little bit of surface rust on it, but I might change this input jack cover. The sticker I can't do much about. Has some scratches on the back, so this one falls into the relic category. Missing a string though, so I have to put some new strings on it. Well, I hear some bass outside, car audio. Maybe someone's coming to the store. Yeah, and of course we have more. We have a California guitar down here. I have a couple of Red Johnsons. A First Act ME 501. I can take that one out. I really like this one, even though it's a First Act. It's not like a high dollar guitar, but it's like $140. I really like this one. Missing some strings on this one too. I've got this one in a storage unit. I have to change this one a little here because it kind of broke off, so I have to get this one changed out. So yeah, we have a few guitars in here. We have about 2, 4, 5. We have 6 used guitars right now, and 2 basses, and 3 new ones. We have a Fender amp. We have some Fender cabinets, old ones, 60s Fender cabinets. We have drums. So it's not all about audio, guys. It's not all about pro audio, hi-fi, car audio, and whatever. We are getting a great selection on guitars and instruments as well. We have violins, we have drums, and every time we can get our hands on any brass, you know, we do that, like trumpet, tuba, saxophones, stuff like that. Oh yeah. Talking about guitar amps and guitars, it's about a week from now, we are going to attend an auction, huge auction, we'll see what we can get our hands on that auction. It's like 2 or 3 hours away from my location, so I will see what we can do. Really cool stuff. I can't say any more than that, but I hope I can get some other stuff from there. That's like pro audio, guitars, both electric, acoustic, guitar amps, pro audio, like I said, front of house stuff, spare parts, drivers, capacitors. They're selling off everything. The whole factory is being sold off. So because they're closing down the factory, I guess they're gonna go 100% Malaysia or China made. So they're closing down and selling out everything they have in their factory. So that's like one of those one-time thing that you can come across and do a great deal. Doesn't mean that we're going to become a dealer for them anytime soon. Because I feel I am very content and very happy with Schecter guitars. And if we can get Music Man in further down the pipeline, I will be stoked. Then I have 2 of the best brands on the guitar side in my store, and I will be super duper happy. So now we got a little bit of an introduction to Rossi audio and Schecter guitars. So until next time, take care and keep watching, because I'm gonna make another video after this one today. I'm gonna just go out and have lunch, and then I'm gonna make another video. stay tuned. There's another video coming after this one. So take care.